Whisker money.
All right.
So, yeah, Reno's Fox. Interesting strike. So we'll see if Reno chain grabs.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about FD for the Fox-Falco matchup, it's a matter of comfort.
Yeah.
And I think that for Falco, it's kind of, you have to be on point with your combo game, whereas Fox has is very flow-charted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as soon as you get the grab, you can set up your stock's win condition.
Exactly. Fox is going to want to do a lot of full hops.
Oh!
Yeah,
okay.
but that's the hitbox that sends him straight up.
Yeah, unlucky.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. He tried to just use that down air to ground him
What?
again.
Shine Nair?
Yeah, I mean, it's super good if you can't get the spacing, or
yeah.
if you don't want to hit the turnaround.
I honestly wasn't sure if it was intentional, but it definitely worked.
Yeah. No, for Falco in particular, it actually works pretty well. It's both a DI mix-up and a mid-combo extender.
Interesting.
So it might be the same for Fox.
Yeah, it was definitely the DI mix-up. But, yeah, it makes sense.
All right.
Well, we're seeing pretty much, yeah, when you're on the stage and you're not, like, you're Fox and you're not closing out stocks, you could be quite dominant. Oh, yeah. Be quite dominant, but you still need to close them out.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
He just Firefox bounced into Moonwalk, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that reminds me of some big Foik stuff.
Yeah. Getting out of there.
Ooh, he expected like a wave dash in approach.
Yeah, he was wanting to catch him just coming in a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Reno's been playing really hard and tight in the corner, and I think that's kind of what's making the difference on these stocks. Is
definitely.
Like, Epengu isn't going quite as far in as he needs to, because it is kind of scary, like getting in on a Fox's shield when they're that close to the ledge.
Man.
Oh, good mash out.
Yeah, he had to. At this percent also.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to break the habit of not mashing.
I think that, you know, regions that have, like there is definitely a correlation between regions that have up-and-coming Ice Climbers or very good Ice Climbers players to mashing skill. Like, without a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Oh, the
that
Phantom.
The Phantom weak hit. It's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, he did it again.
Yeah.
He's a fan of that.
Seems to like that movement a lot.
Yeah. I mean, in general, that Firefox bounce is funny.
Oh, no.
Gives you some good forward momentum, especially your moonwalk. You know, you need that good speed. That's why I usually do wave dash walk.
Yeah.
So it actually makes sense. I think it's a good movement option. Well, good relative.
Yeah,
We're never going to use
unquote
it.
Good.
It's good as far as the swag levels go. Yeah, see?
He's going for it.
And down there, yeah. He could have tacked, but
didn't have it in him. This was starting off like
very,
Yeah, Epengu, you know, sometimes it's hard not to say like people's names, but
I'll be honest. I also think even Epengu prefers to be called Zane in a lot of instances.
As a man with many syllables myself, I can totally understand shortening or changing. Like,
you could also shorten to literally any of your syllables, and it'll still be recognizable. Each one of your syllables is unique. Stewed, Baker,
no
and
one's ever called me Kerr or anything, so that one's definitely the safest. Like,
I call you duh from the Stew duh.
Oh,
Baker.
Managed to save his jump. Good use
yeah,
of the dodge.
exactly.
Yeah. He's got a smile on his face, but I don't know if it's a happy smile.
No, it was less of a happy smile.
Yeah.
He was doing those things where you do like the smile, like half turn
like,
away. It's like on your recovery.
Right. You know, I guess.
Yeah, this is my life now. This is the life I chose to do when I entered Melee singles.
All right. Pokemon Stadium, bring those platforms in a little bit. Yeah, no, if you notice, Reno has very rarely held center in this entire set.
Yeah, he's also showed you don't need it.
No, yeah. I mean, Reno, you know, classic old school Sheik main. So, I mean, I imagine that this is a lot of the early game plan, and like kind of you see that with his Fox.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can get something at the ledge, or if I can get them to encroach on my space unsafely, you know.
You could turn the tables on them.
Yeah, because I mean, while stage control is important, like being able to outweight your opponent and then finally getting frustrated and trying to make some melee happen, a lot of that can pay off. Look at him go.
Yeah, for sure. Again, you don't always need to play the game. You could just play the player.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it is that like Epengu wants to approach more often than not. He has been playing a lot of a back-off laser game. Yeah. Which, with Fox at the ledge and with how good Reno's been about like ever so slightly giving up just enough space for whatever the whiff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. That triple was huge.
That was
If
so
it wasn't
good.
for the third one, he would have been able to just side B. Would have been high enough.
Oh
no, that was
so scary.
I know, right? It's literally you're just having like a pinata, no jump. Just hit me once. Yeah.
Great double jump bait.
Exactly.
There. Yeah, trying to challenge Fox when you're.
Oh wow.
Pit fight. And it's higher percent, but it's not higher stock. You just want to kind of get out of there, man. Like you don't want to seed this, and already it's swung back into Reno's favor.
Wow. That very low nair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Zane knows he was in a very advantageous position, and he kind of just got turned around by the pit there.
Just kind of gave it all away. Unfortunate.
He's going for that.
All right. Managing to even things up, though. I feel like the use of like his platform game, like when he has Fox and hard knockdown on these platforms, he's doing a lot more than he was with just base.
Yeah, when it was just on FD, exactly. Wow, that was a late first shine. I was actually really worried he's going to get punished.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of the, like, am I going to try to grab after the first
like,
aerial on a spacey? You know, and when he's already shown me that he's got respect.
And if he did, though, that's the thing. Like, that was the one. I think if he did just mash shield grab, it would have worked.
It would have.
But because, you know, Epengu had conditioned him that, again, by the time he reacted to, like, do that grab, he did the second shine.
He's cooking. Like he's making some good steps here.
Wow, you see that edge cancel?
That's cute.
I know. It's some really good movement.
Oh. Yeah, still got his jump.
Oh, if he did like a wave land back or like away from, I don't know.
Well, no, Reno overshot the
yeah,
dash
he did do
too.
the exactly.
So it was just kind of a, you know, you've expended your resources and now you're coming down on a landing that's unsafe in the center.
Yeah, it was a pretty big read and it didn't work out for you. Oh, like knockdown. Oh, you want one of my favorite things that Falco does is jab knockdown and then do shine reverse bear. That's a big Foig thing. He's a Boston Falco.
Boston Falcos are sick.
Yeah. He's the one who made Hugo question his, like, everything.
Like, do I play this? Do I play Samus?
He literally, after winning Beantown Lean House, was literally just saying, Big Foig might be one of the best players in the world. He could be a top player easily.
So you guys already have top player Yasu.
Of course, I know.
Shout-outs to the Habs nativity scene.
Big shout-outs. That was such a good one.
I screamed.
Let's go Habs.
Little baby Jesus Yasu.
Little Yasu.
All right, 72% here on Epengu. He's, you know, this is a lot better than game one for sure. Like his punish game, his movement. He's been a lot more patient, but gets his jump call. Yeah,
but these are like 3 or 4 very near-death experiences. Wow, we got the reverse. So that's the whole thing. Side B pushes you through. It prioritizes your hurt box movement and then the hitbox. That's why it reversed. Wow. That's I think frame 4 when you leave. Yeah. Yeah,
that was actually a pretty stellar use of the Firebird there. Because I mean, if he'd gone for the immediate, you could just catch it with rising backer. But when you have that slight timing delay, because you're out there and you really expect Falco to go for that one, you know, last ditch effort.
Exactly.
Angle. And it worked out pretty well, you know.
Yeah,
it would have worked out pretty well.
It was pretty back and forth for sure. I definitely, a game 3 was in the cards.
It could have been there.
Yeah.
The deck was stacked though.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
You know, probability is only probability until all the cards are shown.
Well, that's also like, sorry, I was just thinking. So I'm a bit of a nerd. When I was younger, I did card magic. And I was thinking, sometimes the deck isn't always stacked, but they could do a force where basically, you know, they give you the card that they want you to take. And that's what I feel like a lot of neutral is sometimes. Like, there are a lot of different options, but you set up the situation that you know what they're going to react with, and then you do it around it. So here we go. This is why Slime left commentary.
Slimephony Fantano.
Here we go.
All right. How was your guys' block, by the way? Was he still eating the Euro?